Scott from Wessex Blades doing a favour for Chief Monkey J, who's manning the filming at the moment. He's secured himself a small neck knife, necker, in a Kydex sheath, and that's what it looks like at the moment. Now, apart from the chip he had very easily, the grind is quite a basic one, and it's not really doing much in terms of cutting. So he's letting me play. Alright, so there's paper. Get there just. It'll cut if you force it through cardboard. It'll fillet cardboard quite happy in open boxes. And he's put the he's pulled the inner out of a little paracord wrap at the handle. So what I'm going to try and do is back it off evenly both sides with my accurate jig system. Okay, so I get suited and booted.
Obviously that grinder there is commonly known as Judge Dredd or the Hand Killer.
This is the
important to stress that knife though is my own design there, so
yeah.
If anyone wants to comment on me to go through anything, I will do quite happily.
I mean, in terms of spear point, that's a pretty general purpose.
That's what it was designed for. That's why the huge jimping is in there, is to be able to lash properly.
Yes, you have thumbs of titanium.
I do have thumbs of titanium. I am a mechanic, but then also with gloves on, you do not slip at all, which is I thought quite important. But I can use those to lash to a spear, which we shall do. I'll show you that when we go out. If we stay overnight in the woods.
4 or 5 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right then, you're going to be very loud. You'll love the speakers on this.
Okay.
Right, what I've got it mounted so it doesn't move. My warm and illustrious luxury garage. And I'm going to use a flat foil. It's quite a gentle way of doing it. Plus, it's literally hovering over the blade, so I'm not going to work it so hard. As the disc comes off the end this side, you always just lose the tip. But I'll just kick it off that way at the end, just to regain it, and I'm backing that edge off. This way, it hardly ever gets hot. So, getting loud.
Look at that, we managed to shed a little light on the subject. Who'd have thought it, eh?
Yeah, now this side's always more difficult.
How you going the opposite way?
Opposite way, and I've got to use the back of the wheel with the ruddy guard in the way.
Safety first, do not remove them.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of people with the half guards off. I don't know about that. So now I'm almost doing it blind that way. That is plenty.
You looking alright there, young fellow?
Yeah. Just try and get your tip back, so thing. He's a real pig. So, cool that down.
I take it you've got to be careful that you don't get that blade hot.
Tiniest end of the tip hot.
Yeah.
It's gone through the paper now, which he wasn't doing before, which I'm reasonably happy with.
Yeah, you don't want to re-anneal the
Well, it's you will anneal it.
Yeah.
It'll just completely lose all its
hardening.
everything.
Just like we used to do with copper gaskets on motorcycles.
Yeah. Soften the bleeders up and then crank them down hard.
Get them back in again. All the good
Right.
old 2-stroke days.
Well, the rate it's going, this could be handstone. Now that's my... He's about 2.5.
Nice to see Scott from Wessex Blade. It's how he does his work of processing of his knives now. It's a rare thing, I think, for YouTube to see this, isn't it, Scott?
What, the chaos?
Well, not the chaos, but the process you go through.
Yeah, it is.
Because you don't normally have someone else holding a camera to be able to sort of move around,
That's
really.
all the insanity in between takes. That is just... Oh, it's a bit similar to when that one I had off of Jimmy.
Yeah.
When he was first starting up. Hard and just shiny.
Yeah.
There's no bite to a stone. I know what I'm trying to find is a coarse one. About a coarser stone.
This honestly is, folks, you know, supremely organised area, and the efficiency is phenomenal.
The worst thing is the sighting of the lights.
Yes, yes.
I just basically put myself in shadow and pretend.
You want some of the night vision goggles?
No, can't find that. You have to edit the hell out of this, I think.
No, I might just leave all the insanity in for you. Must have used it recently.
Right, found a medium-ish stone. I'm guessing around 800 or 1,000. Sort of scrubbed the crap off the top. Probably got a bit of assassin on there. Maybe even a bit of centurion. That's that old, this thing. Now this, you should hear the graunch and the bite. That's my general purpose cleaning cloth. See how clean it makes my fingers? Right, and it'll be a certain amount one way, a certain amount the other. So just see that. And it's a convex edge. So it's not a straight angle. It sort of tapers off. Four that way. Four the other. And I'm actually adjusting the angles. I did it low to high. Get in there. God. Hard as hell.
He's got his hardening down then.
Yeah. Right, let's go to a different one. Put that there. Maybe a 2,000 that one. Easily twice the rating of that one. Right. So stuff up your paracord.
I can always relace it, it's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, I can got loads of bloody paracord. More paracord than you can shake a stick at. There you go, nice sound to it now.
I want the shirt is on top where it's coming off. And then
Get that up and I can always strop it on my belt afterwards.
an edge of sorts now. That's not bad for 3 minutes of stew. Am I getting there? Not yet. Hard ass piece of steel. I'll have to go back to the stone above.
Back with Scott now, and a bit more on the stone. Well, you've gone back up the stone above there, haven't you, Scott?
Yeah. Back to 4-wheeler, as it were.
Any good, hey?
Well, I'm not brilliant.
No, I mean,
But
good to help sort your mates out.
Yeah. It was a very... It's just basically a... He had thinned it down from the original stock, and then he's just put a utility edge on it. Boom, boom. You know, super for cutting packaging. You cut your apple up.
Right, for me it needs to be a bit more general purpose than that.
But you knew that was the brief, wasn't it?
Yeah, I did say to him, just stick an edge on there of some description and I'll sort it out in the UK. But this is Sheepdog's first international knife, and I'm well happy with the design and everything like that. So, Mr. Sheepdog, if you're going to hopefully be watching this eventually, don't get me wrong, I am well happy with the design and everything like that. I haven't field tested it yet, and like Scott says, it does open boxes like a demon at work. Well, you get a bit more of a grind that I'm happy cutting with, and then for a proper field test when we go out, which we shall film. Oh, that looks like it's chomping through that a bit better. Like rowing for Cambridge, isn't it? Stroke, stroke. It's a wonderful thing about bushcraft, ladies and gentlemen. You meet nice people, and because everybody's like-minded, everybody helps each other out. That right, Scott?
Right.
Well, we think we're getting there, folks.
I think we're...
Or is it getting there in pieces? Nope.
my head in. Trying to work out the nature of the beast is the thing. That's a pretty even grind there.
Let's get in on that there. Ah, yep.
Freehand on the belt sander.
Not free bad. Right there, folks, as you can see, we managed to get quite a nice little edge on this. Well, I say we.
It should be
obviously
all the way up.
That is curling that up. Well, it's
Okay.
curlier than a curly whirly.
Yeah, and how I did that, obviously Mr. Safety Conscious, you put it in your vice grip or a G-clamp like this, really
Japanese
tight,
style.
and I did it very gently. That's the flat of the body of the blade. I went like that on it, so I was literally running it up to get a nice flat shape that I knew was the new edge.
Yeah.
And then on the fine stone, which was this one, I gently rolled it out. It's not the best convex in the world because he's so damn thin, but he does just roll off enough, and you should have a convex terminal edge,
Yes.
because right there I do 3 sweeps, so low, medium and high.
He's sounding a lot nicer on the stone. And we'll give it a quick strop on some leather,
Yeah,
just to polish the edge of the
and
blade.
that should be just utterly, look at that.
Oh, knife through butter is a phrase that comes to mind there, mate. Like I say, we'll have to give it a major field test.
And that should,
Bite in.
and that's as much power as the hawk end on there I coat with my fingers.
Obviously it's designed for my hand size. My hands are smaller than
And
yours.
right at the tip too.
Nice.
See that cut there? So where the blade was, it cut. Where the blade wasn't, it didn't. So that should just chisel into there. There you go.
Lovely.
But that is one hard ass piece of metal.
What I'll do is get Scott to swap that. No, we'll try it out, eh? Well, that feels more like my style of grind on there.
It's backed off a bit.
It has a bit, innit? But
I think you've lost 2 mil of length. That was to a saw. You know, you hit 40. You know.
it happened to me early. Then I've only hit 31. Oh man, you can bite in with that now. And obviously,
I say on a blade that size,
thumbs of steel.
yeah, it's emergency use. It will feather. Look at that.
Getting used to the grind again.
It's doing it, isn't it?
Well,
Sussed it out. About 5-degree rake on the belt sander, and then doing it by hand.
that's what we got flat. If we put that like that, you want to see the just. I don't know if you can get in there enough. See it just picking off the table. There's our edge. There's obviously a slight roll towards the tip. I think I'm going to need some new paracord there, Scott, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm an oily bugger.
So, SDK, made for Chief Monkey J. We'll give this a field test now. I've got a happy grind on it. We'll keep stropping this, I think, Scott, on leather. I shall polish it over the next couple of days on the blade edge. And when we're going out, a couple of weeks or so, in 4 weeks or something like that. So when we go out, I'll do a video then. We'll really see what she'll go through. We'll get some proper back weight on it. I'll try and use it for battening, everything.
Stake.
Yeah, stake it. I'll make a clean paracord handle, exactly the same as this, and that with a Chinese crown knots, 3 Chinese crown knots, which will then use that amount of paracord to lash to a pole. So, in theory, what's left there should be enough. Where do we put the sheath? Pocket, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I've got everything in the pocket. There we go. So we've got the sheath with the holes in it for strapping to rucksack, because I've got the Carrymore SF, so that should prove really, really happy. Slots in there nice. And rattling ain't coming out.
Bit light in it, yeah.
It is light. I mean, that's designed to be used as a necker. I've got it on a belt. At the moment, it was just a random belt I've been using to try out the slots and holes. So we'll get more in depth with this when we go out next time, I think, mate.
Yep.
Well done, Scott. I'll keep practicing.